Aging is not lost youth, but a new stage of opportunity and strength. We don't stop playing because we grow old. Hello and welcome to Rashi Foundation. Our very special guest, Geeta Seth, is back. She is a dietitian and a nutritionist from Jakarta, Indonesia. आपका बहुत-बहुत स्वागत है, गीता जी.
Thank you so much, Rashi.
Geeta ji is here for our initiative Istri, how to empower women with good health. So today we will be discussing mostly on women 60 years above, talking about old age, senior citizens. How can one live an active life without ailments, taking diet into consideration? Over to you.
They say, yes, that now we are senior citizens, now we have become old, and now we are no more young. What would you call such people? Well, such people I would call that they are really lucky to see this age, because not everybody can see the senior citizen age. So they are simply very, very blessed to see this kind of youth. This is their own youth. Senior citizens, I believe they have their own youth, because that means they have seen a lot in life. They have become parents, grandparents, and they have seen quite a fulfillment. So yes, I think this is time to celebrate, and this is time not to be a liability to your own children. How would you do that? So they say that yes, all the parents and grandparents say that yes, we want our children and grandchildren to be the happiest. You can make them happy by looking after your own health. This age has a very special need of calcium and vitamin D. You must see if you are not eating very well, because yes, at this age, sometimes people they lose their appetite due to many reasons. So talking about vitamin B12, that is methylcobalamin, there is less absorption in the gut with the senior citizens and above. So again, here for vitamin B12, we must depend on the supplementation. These are those monthly or bi-monthly or weekly injections which have to be injected, and that really keeps the person mentally and physically fit. You know, the whole nervous system, all the nerves, they require this vitamin. It's an important vitamin to run your life with. So take care of these things: the calcium, the vitamin D3 injection, and vitamin B12 injection. Don't hesitate, it has no side effects. It can be given just like in supplement. Even the young people have it. Another thing is, these people should have good amount of fiber. Why? Because their gut, their large intestine, small intestine, now the process of churning things and going ahead becomes slow. The muscle goes little weak with age and sometimes with few physical ailments. So they must have high fiber and more water. This is a compulsory thing. How we tell everyone, please have more water, but not everybody has it. They survive well. Why? Because the youth is there. There are other things. With old age, you must have more fiber and more water so that your passage is clear. And then, because ultimately, then you might go for constipation. Then it comes to piles. Simply, fiber is very good. Now, remember one thing: fiber should be in the form of vegetables and cooked food. Like we have these dals which have got the skin, green dal is there. You know, this should be like you should have it daily. I would suggest that a green vegetable is a very good idea to have daily, and other vegetables in a good amount. Please do that. Another thing is, they are very, susceptible to cramps. Now, when you sleep, you have cramps. I mean, it's many times in a day, which simply means there is a lack of magnesium. Why I'm insisting, Rashiji, on supplementation? Because I don't expect elderly to just eat throughout the day. To meet their RDA requirement, that is recommended daily amounts of that particular vitamin or anything, cannot be met because they cannot just keep eating throughout the day. So supplements at this age are always welcome and acceptable. So you must have an extra supplement of potassium and magnesium. You must have a coconut water. Coconut water is like magic. Now, these people also have a problem of dental cavity. Their teeth is not as strong, whatever the reasons were in the youth. Then there is one very, very good thing which I have tried this. You should make oil of long, that is cloves. So you just have to make a clove powder add it to any oil which you eat or whatever. It can be coconut or it can be your kitchen oil. Give it a boil, sieve it, leave it aside. Every night before going to sleep, just few drops of that oil massage on your gums so that you don't have sensitive teeth, you don't have any cavities, any bacteria. Another oil is neem oil. That kadvi neem is there, the bitter neem. This bitter neem, again, it should be made a paste of few leaves. Boil it with oil. Again, cool it, sieve it, keep it aside. This is also great for your dental cavities and dental health. Now you have this mental health, which is dementia is there, Alzheimer's is there. There are many problems which keep coming. What to do about it? Simple. We must add omegas to our diet. Now there are two ways to have omega. One is the fish for non-vegetarian people. Well-cooked fish curry is acceptable at least 3 times a week, which will keep their mental health great. People who are vegetarian, Rashiji, last time we had discussed about protein powder, right? So the same protein powder can be mixed and boiled in milk and again filtered or sieved as per the convenience of the person so that it directly goes in the gut and gets digested immediately. You know what? They have a reduced social contact because there are many reasons for being less. Also, they have a limited income. This is seen with the elderly. I mean, it's a common thing. So, with these stresses, there's always a poor nutrition absorption. So, these few things, if you take care, believe me, the elderly will be as good as a young person.
This is absolutely delightful what Geeta ji has just said. She means to say that health is handy if you prepare well for your old age. So, Geeta ji, what should be an ideal old age lifestyle?
An old age and senior citizen lifestyle must have 30 to 40 minutes physical activity. They should have 30 to 40 minutes to 1 hour mental activity. Mental activity is solving the puzzles, trying to, solve other games. Board games are there. Why? Because it gives a lot of exercise to their mental brain, which is very important, and it pushes off all the, as I told you, these mental health diseases which are like Alzheimer's, and you forget things. Remember, if you don't do them, then you start becoming a liability to your family, and then you are an unwelcome elderly. Why should we do that if we can manage our own health and nutrition? Why should we do that? Other than this, they must have 7 to 8 glasses of water. It should be, if it is lukewarm, half of them, then all the more better because this helps them remove the constipation. This should be the perfectly dose. That okay, 30 to 40 minutes physical activity, as much as they can do. People do stationary cycling also who don't go out. Then 30 to 40 minutes of mental activity, solving puzzles. Again, a half an hour of watching a nice comedy show, which gives them mental happiness. 6 to 8 glasses of water, half of which should be lukewarm. Other than having your breakfast, lunch, and dinner. A good thing for breakfast, which I generally give to my elderly patients, is just for breakfast, just a cup of curd, yogurt. To it, you add 1 teaspoon of moringa leaves powder and 1 teaspoon of sesame powder. This is going to enrich your body calcium. And if you have it in the morning, then it digests throughout the day. You stop feeling heavy. Of course, the dinner has to be vegetables, soup, some non-veg, but not too much of carbohydrates because the digestion process slows with age, and in the night the person can start feeling heavy. We even give many of them saltless dinner so that there's no pressure of hypertension, which many of them are prone to.
Some really very helpful tips from Geeta Seth from Indonesia, Jakarta. Old age is just a record of one's whole life. Also, your wrinkles should merely indicate where the smiles have been.